This building behind me, which looks like a spaceship, is dedicated to the Bulgarian socialism. It was built in 1981, and the people, they spent 70,000 tons of concrete, 30,000 tons of steel. The most interesting is not the amount of concrete or steel, but the fact that before 1971, when the construction started, this mountain used to be 9 meters higher. So this means the construction workers reduced the height of this peak by 9 meters to make the surface flat, in order, of course, to build their spaceship. You know, sometimes I think it's a pity this is not a real spaceship, because the Bulgarian communists could make happy all the people in Bulgaria and in the whole Eastern Europe as well, just traveling to another planet and building their communism there, but not here. But why did the Bulgarian communists decide to build their, let's say, space transport exactly on this certain peak? Because in 1891, so 90 years before the opening of this monument, not far from here, took place the first Congress of the Bulgarian Socialist Democratic Party. Indeed, this peak is very important not only for the Bulgarian communists, but for all Bulgarians as well, because in 1868, so 10 years before the liberation of Bulgaria, here happened the last battle of the famous rebel Haji Dimitar and his squad against the Turks. Not far from here there is another place which is maybe more famous than Buzludzha, and it's very important for all Bulgarians as well. This is the so-called Shipka Monument, or the other name is Monument to Freedom. This monument was dedicated to the battles in the Russo-Turkish War in 1877. The distance between the two places is not too far, so if you are on Buzludzha, you can see the Shipka peak with your own eyes. This here is the Shipka Monument. And now let's take a look at Buzludzha from above and enjoy some Bulgarian folk music as well. Now this building is abandoned. That's why every year its condition is getting worse and worse. You can take a look yourself at the concrete and at the rust on the metal construction. Of course, the entry inside is strictly prohibited, because it's very dangerous. So the only thing I can do for you to show what's inside is to put the camera through these bars. Or I can do another thing. I can move the drone closer to the building. The local people needed construction materials, so they, let's say, have borrowed some stuff from this building. Just take a look at this beautiful roof. Just take a look here at the bad condition of the concrete. These holes and leakings. I think about 1 year ago you could enter the monument without any problems through a hole which used to be exactly here, and as you see now there are some stones and rubbish, so it's closed. And there's even a policeman. I will show him later. By the way, do you see this red star? It's not red now, but it used to be. The Bulgarian communists claimed that these stars were the biggest red stars in the world. They also claimed these red stars were made from precious stones, to be exact from rubies. Of course it was a lie, but the local people didn't know that, so that's why they started shooting these stars just to get some precious stones for their household. And now let me give you some tips if you want to visit this amazing attraction. As you can see here, in clear weather you can enjoy the view at this spaceship from quite a long distance. For example, here I was shooting from more than 10 kilometers. We stopped in a place called Thracian Tombs Valley, and this is exactly the second tip I wanted to give you when visiting Buzludzha. During the times of Alexander the Great and later the Roman Empire, on the territory of modern Bulgaria used to live people called Thracians. They had their own kingdom and they buried their kings and noble people in this valley here. That's why you can see a lot of hills. Exactly in these hills they used to bury their people. Now these tombs serve as museums and you can take a walk around only for 3 euros. Unfortunately, me and my friend came too late, because they work from 9 AM till 5 PM. And the last tip I wanted to give you is that you can buy some wine or honey on your way back from the mountain. Let me show you. Какво имате? Да, не. И мед имате.
И мед има, да.
Това вино ли?
Вино, да.
От малина?
От малина искате ли да пробвате?
Да пробваме, може да. Защо да не пробваме? И капина, всичко има.
Капина, боровинка.
И ябълка.
Това са ръки.
Що пише на сръбско?
Сръбски ръки.
Сръбско-хърватски.
Да.
Те кои пишеха грапа на ракета?
Италиано.
Ами аз сръбска.
Грапа е италиано.
И на сръбска.
И на това и на немски май.
Колко е? От малината.
Малина, капина, всичко е 10.
10 лева. Има ли? Колко имаш?
Сега ти казвам, доколко можеш да разчиташ.
Ами нека да е малина.